start coaching swimming?
For the money. I do anything for just the money. No, I'm just kidding. I swam in high school. I wanted to play football in college. Football did not want me in college, so I became a swimmer in college. So I swam 4 years at Westchester, and then it actually helped me get a job here. I was unemployed, obviously, after college, and I was hired as a swim coach here before I was hired as a teacher. So my coaching swimming here actually helped me get my real job of teaching. Yes, in the back.
Do you have higher expectations this year than last year?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, you always want to say yes, you have higher expectations than what we did the year before, but you have to also look at the team that you have. We lost some kids last year that obviously are hard to replace. A kid that, ended up, I think, like 4th or 5th in the state in the 50-free is hard to replace. We still have a solid group back this year. So yes, I think we could achieve, if not the same, but the state has also changed the way our playoffs are done now, which is kind of a disadvantage to our team. So I'm kind of, yes, I'd like to say we're going to be there, but in the same breath, I have to say it's going to be hard. Yes, in the front.
Are there any new additions that are significant?
Yes, I have a freshman boy. I mean, I coach only boys, so I guess but it's a freshman named Brandon Trong who came in, and as a freshman, it's not often that you get a freshman come in that would be one of your center lane swimmers. He's come right in and done a very nice job where I can count on him to be one of my top kids. Yes.
How long have you been coaching for?
I think this is my 18th possible. I think it's my 18th year coaching swimming. It's either 18 or 19. I lose track sometimes of how long I've done it. It seems way longer than I think. Yes?
Being busy with football, how'd you prepare for the upcoming swim season?
That's not a fun time of my life, doing football and swimming at the same time, because I'd be at football till 5:30 and then into swimming till 7, so I'm kind of doing two things at once, which kind of is taxing. But I would end up just doing my swim stuff during the day that I knew I had to do for practice, and then give it to my assistant so she could run our practice. And then I would get in and watch the tail end of it to see what we needed to do to improve. Mr. Kazmarski, in the back.
Hi. Would you rather run 5 miles to get a free car or just get a free cheeseburger?
I mean, have you seen the car that I drive?
Yeah, I did.
The 1999 Oldsmobile POS edition? I mean, running 5 miles. Do I have to actually run the whole 5 miles?
Yeah, you have to run the whole 5 miles.
No, I'll just take the cheeseburger. Yes?
What do you think your team can improve on?
That's a good question. For the first time this year, I asked my kids what were their goals and what were team goals, and I didn't want to bait them into what our team goal should be. I wanted to see what theirs was or were, and it was interesting because I gave them a couple of ideas, and of course they all came right back to me, the same things that I said. The one thing I think we could always improve on my team that has nothing really to do with their swimming ability is just their team unity kind of aspect of it. I don't think we're a great team unity kind of team. I'm not saying they have to be there and rah-rah and this and that, but swimming's kind of a different sport in that, yes, it's a team sport, but it's also an individual sport where you're trying to get yourself better and better, and there's times where you might be in the lane right next to her in a meet, and obviously you want to do well, she wants to do well, and it's a big race between the two of you, and sometimes egos get involved, and that I should be better than you, you should be better than me, kind of thing, and I want to try and just eliminate that part of it and get to be more of a team, if that answers your question. Yes, in the front.
What was your event with the swim?
In college?
Yeah.
I swam mostly freestyle stuff, anywhere, I mean anything. I swam the 50, I swam the 100, I mainly did the 200, and then there was an occasion where I would have to do the 500 or the 1,000, which wasn't much fun. And I'm not saying. Yes, in the back.
How do you figure out your records, the point system?
Records in terms of?
Or swimming.
Like this, like individual records, like the, I'm.
Like, how do you win a meet?
Oh, okay. In a meet, there's relays or individual events. A relay is scored, only the top 3 relays can score. So even though there's 6 relays in the pool, or could be 6, only the top 3 score. You get 8 points for winning, you get 4 points for getting second, and 2 points for getting third. But if I have 3 relays and the other team has 3 relays, I can't get first, second, and third. Even though if I might beat, like I've had meets where I've gotten first, second, and third, I can't get the third place points for a relay. And then in the individual events, it's 6 for first, 4 for second, 3 for third, 2 for fourth, and then 1 for fifth. And if you get last place, you don't deserve points anyway. So you get 0. And then you just add up each event. You know, at the end, you know, if I get first, fourth, and fifth, that would be like 9 points for me to their 7. So you just keep adding after every event. You just add up your points, and that's how we get to the end. Yes, sir.
Do you feel certain swimmers are stepping up to replace the seniors from last year?
Yeah, you know, we rely on, you know, a few kids, and you know coming into the year that who my best swimmers are. You know, have they fulfilled up to it? I don't even want to say yes to that right now because we haven't really. We've had 2 meets, and I've got 41 boys on my swim team this year. The teams we swam so far had 9 and 9. All right, so it hasn't really been a fair assessment, I don't think yet, of swimming a solid team. We swim this Friday at Atlantic City, which is going to be our first true real swim meet, so we'll see how we do there.
Who are your best swimmers?
Probably Chris, well, my captains are John Brennan and Junior Philbaum, and then I've got Chris McClintock, Steve Busby, Nolan Coyle, the freshmen named Brandon Trong, who's done very well. And then, I mean, but you also look at my team this year, out of 41 kids, I have 19 seniors. So I have a large group of seniors that you never know are going to, you know, next year I could only have 20 kids, I don't know. You know, so we're going to ride it as long as we can. Yes, in the back.